What's up everyone? Thanks for checking out the video, checking out the channel. Today I'm going to answer the question, is a 350Z a good first car? Right off the bat I'm going to say no, it's not a good first car, and here's why. First off, the cost. Now I'm not talking about the initial purchase price of the vehicle. So the 350 is pretty cheap these days. For about 5 to 10 grand, anywhere in that range, you can pick up a decent 350, may have some miles on it, but it'll be decent. I'm talking more about the cost to maintain and keep your car on the road. So a car like the 350Z is going to be more expensive to maintain than, let's say, a Honda Civic or a Toyota Corolla, something along those lines. Everything in the Z is bigger, the brakes, the tires. It's just going to work. It's more expensive just by default. It's a V6, so there's more things to go wrong. There's more things to replace when you need to replace them. So that's the first reason that I wouldn't recommend this car. When you're young, you don't have much money, so you're not going to really want to be worrying about, fixing your car. And if you do, you don't want to have to spend a whole lot of money to fix it. So another reason why I wouldn't recommend the car for your first car is the gas mileage. So I'm not just talking about miles per gallon, I'm also talking about the fact that it takes premium gas. So let's again compare it to, let's say, a Honda Civic or a Toyota Corolla. Those cars, they take regular gas. They get anywhere from 30 to 35 miles per gallon, maybe even more depending on how you drive it. Honestly, I had a Civic before. I could beat the crap out of it and still average 28 miles to the gallon. The Z, on the other hand, is a different story. They get about anywhere from 18 to 24 miles to the gallon, again, depending on how you drive. However, if you beat the crap out of it and you drive it hard or you're an aggressive driver, the mile per gallon just goes way down real quick. The other thing that goes along with it is the fact, like I said, that it takes premium. So you're burning up gas a lot quicker, you're filling up more often, and it's also costing you a lot more. So again, when you're young, your first car, you don't have that much money to begin with, whether you're getting it from your parents for an allowance or you have a minimum wage job, whatever it may be, you're going to have limited funds. So you're not going to want to paying, $30, $40, $50 a week to fill up your car. So another reason why I would advise against it being your first car is it's not practical at all. It's a two-seater, two-door, no rear seats. There's limited room, front, back, side to side. It's pretty much just a driver's car. It's also horrible in the snow. Even with snow tires on it, the rear end loves to kick out. It's very slippery. I'm not saying you can't drive it. I mean, I did drive it in the snow, but it's not very fun. It's not practical. You're much better off getting a cheap four-door car that's good on gas, that has a lot more space. You can throw all your crap in there, you can throw all your friends in there, and go do what you have to do. You can drive back and forth to work in the snow, rain, whatever, and it's going to be fine. This car basically is good on nice days, and that's it. So another reason why I would not recommend this car is it's a sports car. So with that comes along many issues. So while this car may not be fast to some people, it's faster than your normal economy car. I mean, it'll do over 100 miles an hour without a problem. A lot of new drivers, especially guys, they like to go fast, right? Let's face it. Even myself, when I first got my license, even in my 97 Corolla, I thought I was the hottest person on the road. And that was with 100 horsepower. So you almost triple that horsepower. You have 300. You now have a rear-wheel drive car, and you have something that was made to perform. And that pretty much is a recipe for disaster, being a young kid. You kind of feel invincible. You really you don't think anything's going to happen to you, so you're just going to go out, speed, do stupid things. I mean, you're going to do it. Let's face it, we've all done it. We've all been there, we've all done it. However, if you have a slower car, more of an economy car, even though you may want to speed or may want to do stupid things, it's going to be at a lot slower rate, a lot slower speed. You're going to have more safety features to protect you in the event of a crash. There's just many more advantages to having an economy car as your first car in that respect. I remember doing stupid things in my Corolla when I had it. I can only imagine if I had a 350Z back at the time. I don't think it would have been good. As a matter of fact, the first speeding ticket I got wasn't in my first car, wasn't in my second car, it was in that car. When I first got the car, still young, thought I was hot shit, flying down the road and got busted for speeding. So if you're in a more of an economy car, again, let's say a Civic, a Corolla, you blend in a little bit more. Those are more the cars that are on the road, so you blend in. The cops aren't going to necessarily pick you out, but if you come flying up in a sports car, their eyes go right to you. So those are the reasons why I would not recommend a 350Z for your first car. Everybody makes their own decision, so you're going to have to go with what's right for you, for your situation. I would highly recommend something more economy level, Civic, Integra, Corolla, something along those lines. You know, just learn how to drive. Don't worry about speeding off somewhere or showing off. You know, you can save that for the track, save it for when you get a little bit older, have a little more experience under your belt. Learn how to drive, learn the rules of the road, learn how to control your car. It's really not all about looking cool and having the coolest car. When you first get your license, you first get your car, it should be more about safety and really learning what you're doing. And the 350Z is not a car to do that. It's not a car that's going to teach you to be respectful of the road, respectful of the speed limit. It's going to have a bad influence on you, let's put it that way. I mean, even to this day, if I'm driving my car, sometimes I have to say to myself, oh, you got to slow down, or don't do that, because it's just stupid. So take my advice if you'd like. Hope this helps. Like, comment, subscribe, and check out my other videos, and see you next time. Thank you.